So I've got my camera outside. I typically don't, but I have a kind of an outside job to do. An update, outside update, right? So I lost my job. Thank you, Biden-Harris. And actually, the company I work for was woke, and on the wrong side of the technology hill. They were on the downside of it, so not that surprising. Anyway, so I've got a little time on my hands looking for another job. In the meantime, though, my family has kind of a bit of an emergency going on. My brother-in-law has got cancer, and he's going through the treatment, but it's rough. It's really rough. And the guy is typically a real active guy, real good carpenter, real good builder, but he can't do anything. I mean, it's not good right now. He is potentially getting better. Anyway, so I mean, we all have this kind of stuff. This is just the way life is, right? What happens. It's what happens. It sucks, but we have to deal with it. So, I mean, weird timing, but I've got the time to be able to help. And so for the last few weeks, my last day of my job was June 3rd. And I filmed all of this on back roads of Colorado. I filmed the whole day, and I'm going to put the whole damn day out. Even if no one watches it, I'm going to put it out. This, by the way, is an Old Town video. I'm just kind of letting you know what I'm doing right now because I've been working on a steam engine. I plan on continuing working on a steam engine, but I've got to get this stuff done. I've got to help my family out with this issue that they've got going on right now. Anyway, so I'm doing a bit of an update, and as typical, I don't have a script and I ramble a lot. I try to hit the point, and occasionally I make it. I want to show you what I've been doing lately. So, the family needs help because, I guess I could explain this, yes. My sister and her husband need help. They have a couple of houses that they're building, that they've been building. One of them is not quite weathered in, and he's been sick for a long time, and he hasn't been able to do anything with it. And it's really it needs to be finished, and it needs to be weathertight this year, because the materials that they're using, or that you use to build a house, aren't meant to be out in the weather for years, and these materials have been out there for a couple of years now. Now, I am also at the same time trying to finish a garage, which I'm sitting right next to. You may not be able to see this pad. The difference between me finishing this garage and them finishing this house, though, is that they have material that is basically decomposing, in the weather. It needs to be taken care of. I just have a concrete pad here, and so I'm not too concerned about it. So I'm just going to wait on this. I'll take care of this down the road, I hope. We'll see. But I'll spend my time working on their project. Now, my brother-in-law has had a lot of material over there, a lot of lumber, a lot of stuff. I've been moving things around for the last few weeks. It's an insane amount of material. Anyway, I want to show you what I've done so far in the last few weeks. Now that I don't have an official job, let me show you what I've been doing. So I've moved a bunch of material out of this property that we're going to go up to next, and I built this garage, which is about 22 feet by 12 feet, and I'll just go all around it. I don't know if the sun's going to be giving us any guff here, and I don't know if I'm pointing the camera in the right direction anyway. Anyway, you can see this is a big enclosure, and I made it this way because this wood's going to be here a while, and I don't really have any other area on my lot. I mean, my lot is jammed tight between my garage and my old beat up cars. This is the only area that I've had to build this lumber storage area, and the lumber's it's valuable and useful and needs to be protected. So you can see it's quite quite a deal. And it's built right damn near on my property line, but it's temporary. But it was quite a job to do. Now this is the material that I've taken away from the property that it probably won't get used, but I had to get it out of the way and get it in some reasonably safe storage, right? And so that's what this is. So, and of course I had, you know, as every building project has its own little things, I have some trees that were in the way, so I just built around the trees. And I don't know if you can tell, but some of the leaves up there are starting to turn yellow. I believe this is September 8th today. I think so. Anyway, so that's the first thing that I did was I got this done. Anyway, we're going to head over to the property, and I'm going to go walk through the property with this camera and gimbal. If I can keep the batteries alive, if they'll stay alive long enough for me to take care of it, maybe we'll get a video out of this. Anyway, I'll see you over there. This is a little old house that he had for a long time. I think he had it before him and my sister got married. And he rebuilt the interior of it, left the exterior like it looks, kind of old and beat up, which I like. I think it's pretty cool, except for the extremely nice concrete work that you can see here and here and here. And there's the old beast that I use nowadays to haul things around. Appears to work. Anyway, so this is just kind of a shot of the outside of his property. Let me do this again. I'm using a gimbal, and pretty big lot here. Anyway, you can see some of the scaffolding up there that I've put in place, and some of the walkways that I put in. And anyway, you can see that the old house is tied into a new house, and he's actually done a whole lot of the foundation work on the new house. He's replaced the foundation of this old house with a good foundation, so he's done a lot of good work here. Anyway, kind of a neat little old house. Not sure what it's going to end up being when we're done, how much of the old house is going to be left. And by the way, did I say I'm using a gimbal? And we'll see how it's going to work out. So anyway, here's the addition. And you can see it's pretty tall. Also have a pretty deep basement here. Well, when I say a deep basement, I think it's pretty, yeah. Let's try that. Okay. And so I've come over here. I've taken some of the metal out of the windows. He put metal in the windows when he was feeling good. I put VisQueen in to clean things up. I've been cleaning and moving things. I built this over the weekend. Well, actually, a couple days ago I built this, and I've been taking stuff that was in the basement and putting it under here. This is just going to be a little snow cover. I'll put some VisQueen down like drapery to cover this material, but to keep it accessible, because there's a lot of useful material here, and that's why it's here. I mean, it's useful. Some of the material is not so useful. I don't know why in the hell he would keep a bunch of drywall stickers, but there we are. However, you know, they're probably useful. I brought my wheelbarrow over. We've got material covered up for later, for the things that we need down the road. Anyway, this is the backyard. Pretty nice. Now he's been over here. I've taken some stuff out of the house, and they wanted to move it. They wanted to put it somewhere else, so I had it stacked up in that where you see that little pile of stuff. They've been over here moving it, so that's great. You know, if they want to move it somewhere, that's fine, but I'm getting it the hell out of my way. This garage is quite a cool garage. pretty tall, pretty neat. A little breezeway that attaches the garage to the house, which is kind of be nice in the wintertime. So to keep snow off of the walkway. And more material. I mean, we have definitely enough material to finish this house and others. And he does have other houses. So there'll be a use for this stuff. An old Jeep. Anybody? So nice backyard. Nice back walkway. Concrete is awesome. The only blemishes on this concrete are from that old truck of mine. But anyway, you can see that the OSB is getting a little bit weathered. It's not bad, but it's not looking great. So anyway, we're gonna deal with all that stuff. Just got the power connected, a temporary connected over the weekend, so that's good. Anyway, that's all of this, and then I ran a pretty heavy-duty extension cord inside the house. I have a generator also, if we need to, to run tools. Anyway, let's look at the back of this. Oh yeah, check these out. There are a lot of these all over this house. I pulled those out the other day from where I was hanging that cord up on the eaves of the garage. In years gone past, this has been a pretty good garden out here. Anyway, you can see that this is a pretty big house. It's got a really neat style to it. I think it's very cool. Let's walk over and take a look at this side. Can't really get a boom lift in here either. You may notice there's a lot of scaffolding here. And so that's how we're going to deal with that's how we're going to deal with it, is the scaffolding. I've got quite a bit set up. I have I think 1 or 2 frames, maybe 3 frames left over if I need them. But I think I've got everything covered. I'm going to do one. There you go. Let's look up here. I'm going to try to do half of the house, complete it before I move the scaffolding, because I'm not that young of a guy anymore. and I don't want to move the scaffolding for every little job that we do, because it's quite a bit of work. As you can see, I've got some little walkways built up there, so we can get to everything. Yeah, pretty steep. And then pretty big basement window down here. So that's kind of a nice overview of the house and the old, there we go. The old house right there. So let's run inside real fast in the garage. Everything is needing work, obviously. But the house it's well built so far. So I like what he has done. Let's run down to the basement. Let's just run through this house real fast. Obviously, you can see the back of the old house here. So it's tied in. I actually finished tying it in last week with that piece of OSB. And those 2x6s right there. Oh yeah, and actually that piece of OSB up there too. So that was one of the things that needed done. Now let's run down here. Luckily, my camera is a real low light camera, because it's kind of dark in here. Anyway, here we go. Let's take a quick look in here. Have a nice dark area here. I've cleaned spiders out of here by the pound. That doesn't want to focus. Okay. Let me get in here where it'll focus. We're losing our light, so there we go. We'll focus again. It's really dark in here. This camera's doing a really good job. If anything, I'm pushing it more than I need to. Anyway, the old foundation and then the foundation, the parts that we poured and that he poured, kind of all meet right in here. So it's pretty cool. And the structure's really nice in here. He's, like I said, he's done a really nice job. But he knows what he's doing, so he just can't right now. Anyway, I've been cleaning it out. This whole room was full of boards and bugs. Today, my intention when I'm done filming is I want to get rid of, not get rid of it, I want to take all this stuff outside and all this stuff outside. I think I will leave those boards for the time being, but I just want to get this area completely cleaned out because I want to get the building inspector over here. I want him to be able to see everything that we've got going on here. And you know, we got to get this project rolling again. This project has sat for about 2 years now. No, and it's just, you know, sometimes serendipity, right? Yeah, I'll just kind of show you a little bit of how this place is built. Walking through the kitchen, by the way, going into what I believe is a bedroom. Nice tall ceilings everywhere, which is nice. Cool closets. I like the overhead storage, kind of like you'd see in a trailer. That's pretty cool. This will be a bathroom. Have some OSB to put up over here still. A couple pieces here and there. And probably a little bit more work tying. We'll see. There's a lot of things to consider as far as getting this built, but I think this is supposed to be a bit of a dining room, like a little kind of a breakfast nook. The windows appear to be that way. And like I said, this is a kitchen, supposed to be. And then upstairs, another bedroom, and I'm really not sure what this room is. It could be a living room, a sewing room, a sitting room. Probably not a great room. We're not great room people around here. I'm not sure. A few bird nests hanging around up there. I've gotten rid of several of them, but I'm waiting till the last moment just in case there's some birds left. I don't want to disrupt their nests, and really I like the position of these windows. We are looking southwest right now at the corner of this house. Southeast, I'm sorry. This is east, which makes this south. The nice thing about a window here is that in the summertime, once the sun is up, the intensity of the day won't fall on these windows. So you'll have windows that are nicely lit, but not collecting a lot of heat. So that's decent. And you can see out here my scaffolding work and my platform work. I just put some things up. I'm not done, I'm not finished, but I'm close. I think I'll put another handrail up. I have, you can see, there we go. All right, there we are. And over here, you can see the scaffolding I've got set up. I'll just do it this way. Here we go. And there we go. And all the way down to the bottom. I just messed my, okay. I just turned my My gimbal, for some reason, didn't like that. All right. Anyway, I think we're back in business. So this is a project that I'm going to be helping my family with, and until we can get Andy back healthy, I guess I'm going to be over here doing a little bit of help, getting stuff taken care of for him. Like I said, it's kind of an emergency, really, in a way, because the house needs to be finished. It needs to be weathered in by this winter, and that's what we're shooting for. It's September 8th right now, so we've got a long way. We got a short wait till winter, and probably a long winter to get through. So this house needs to get going. Anyway, I just wanted to give you an update, show you what's going on, and also let you know that I'm going to continue working on that steam engine. But, you know, sometimes there are things that just take precedent, and this is one of those things. It needs to be done, and we're going to, damn it, we're going to get it done. So, anyway. I don't think I'm going to do a lot of updates on this, but we'll see. I might do a few, but I'm certainly not going to, well, I'm not going to spend a lot of time videoing. I'm going to spend more time building. So we'll just see how this all transpires. Well, who knows? Maybe it'll become a kind of a cool thing. Oh yeah, here we go. Can you see that? I can't use the zoom button yet. I mean, I haven't set it up so that if I touch the zoom button, I mess the camera up. But anyway, those are birds' nests up there. There's several in here. So, okay. All right. I am pretty much done filming. I think we're good. So I've got to get to work. So I'm gonna, let's turn this thing around. Cool. I'm gonna say goodbye for now. And maybe this will become a reasonably nice video. But like I said, I just wanted to update you, let you know. Let's see here. Let's try that. Yeah, I just wanted to update you. There we go. And get you caught up because it's been a while since I have made an update, have done a video. I love the steam engine. It's very cool. Really sincere about getting it finished and doing something with it, for that matter, and I will, but this has got to come first. So anyway, until next time, thanks for watching.